Hi everyone, welcome to the Aries Full Moon. It's wonderful to have you all here and those of you who are joining later tonight. So I've noticed a lot of energy coming up today, a lot of intensity, and I've written a little bit about it. I'm going to read it out to you tonight. These are my thoughts on the energy that's currently presenting itself. So we don't just have the full moon in Aries. Of course, there's always other things in play. Okay, hang on, someone else is joining. Deb. Hi, Deb. Welcome. We're just starting off now. So aside from the Aries full moon, we have Mars in Scorpio and Mercury in Scorpio squaring Pluto. So there's a lot of stingy underworld energy flowing up. There's also a lot of Aryan energy that is coming up to be dealt with in terms of your identification, your sovereignty, your leadership values, and the values of other people in your life that you are surrounding yourself with. So there's been quite an intense energy of almost of lashing out, of over comparison, of resentment, bitterness, self-pity. There's an indication that we need to watch provocation. So we need to respond rather than reacting. So the energy of that knee-jerk reaction is not helpful to anyone right now. So watch lashing out, watch over comparing your situation to other people. Let the moon highlight your uniqueness, your courage and your boldness. Let that ignite your inner flame, right? We've got this beautiful internal flame of self-worth that resides within all of us. So instead of allowing other people's flames to consume us, it's an invitation to turn within and stoke our own internal flame, because the moon is our internal landscape, right? The sun is the external, the moon is the internal. So we're connecting into the fire of our inner worlds. We're connecting into fire and water, which creates steam. And we know blowing off steam, blowing a gasket, right? There can be that really eruptive, provocative energy. So the invitation is to utilize steam as a form of purification or as a form of energy, right? Steam has long been used as a way of mobilizing and energizing things. So watch out for masks slipping, watch out for stinging tails, watch out for miscommunication and communication challenges, because as I said, we've come on the back of the Pisces moon, which was almost full, and we've ingressed into Aries. So we've got emotional flow adding into water. So we do have that very hot energy of steamy water bubbling up to meet us. So the moon, as I said, is a reflection of our inner worlds. And when the moon is full, that's the complete illumination of that. So we've been given a big lunar mirror to look into. So again, considering your responses, let the judgment and insensitivity and lack of awareness of others dissolve into that flame. Don't hold on to it. Let the steam rise as the water and fire combine, and be reminded as it heats up that there's that ability for steam to purify you or to support you in detoxification. We go to bathhouses and steam rooms, right, to detox, to let negative things dissolve out from us. So thinking detoxing rather than scalding energies. Walking away from things that don't serve you. Staying in your own sovereign lane. Aries is all about identity. So Aries asks us to forge our own identities rather than feeling like our identities are being made by others. So the energy of Aries ruled by Mars sometimes is the energy of a culmination, almost like a blood war or a feud. The invitation is to allow that to be passion and creativity rather than crossing swords with everyone. And I feel like this is a big theme in the greater world that's come up as well. And also we're at the ending of a 30-year period, a big cycle's ending. We're also in the year of the snake. So we have this Ouroboros that is flowing around and back again, this link, this loop, this cycle that is asking us to revisit old themes, but it's also giving us an opportunity to support ourselves, to shed, to let go, to embrace the things with a little bit more awareness each time. So every time that Ouroboros returns, every time that loop happens, it supports us to return to that sense of, okay, I know what this is. I've seen this before. I have an awareness of what's happening. And now perhaps I can look at it with new insight and new eyes. Now, Aries is infusing that further with a sense of that sovereign energy of identity, asking us to step into our worth, asking us to connect to our self-esteem, asking us to purify and to shed, asking us to look in the mirror of truth into all that has been illuminated. So if the energy of Aries, we have the energy of Ra, and as I said, we've got Ra on the altar tonight. Ra sails across the great skies and through the Duat, the Egyptian underworld, in his solar barge created by Khnum. So together they are ram-headed gods of fire. It's a reminder to return to that solar energy, that light, that eternal flame within, that sense of rebirthing, that sense of illumination returning. Every night we have this opportunity with Ra to revisit this energy. Every month we have this opportunity with the building, waxing and waning, releasing moon. Every day we have the hours of the sun, right? We have the sunrise, the noon, and the sunset. So there is always an opportunity at renewal. But this year has been such a huge year of endings and beginnings. The invitation is to be in it, but to work out who you are within that space. So tonight, this energy with Aries is an opportunity for us to step into our sovereignty. Who are we to ourselves? Thinking about our identity as forged by ourselves, not our identity as a mother, as a wife, as a husband, if there's the men folk watching this later, as an employee. This is our opportunity to end this cycle and try and integrate all those roles into ways that work for us as well, because we're constantly in service. How can we also be in service to ourselves? How can we bring a sense of a devotional role? Aries fire is action, passion, and creativity. Fueling this beautiful moon. So we have the masculine coming in to support the feminine in this divine dance of union tonight, as we allow ourselves to be illuminated in this space. So I just wanted to bring up a few of those themes, because they're going to be some of the things that we journey with tonight. Now, if you've journeyed with me before, you will know that all my journeys are channeled. So I hold very strong supported space, but I also allow what needs to come through me, because I believe that the divine exists as an internal and an external force. So it's a marriage of the two. So I see myself, I guess, as a key bearer. I'm opening the way to allow you to return to your own magic. It's not about me. It's about me holding space for you. The opportunity is for you to step into this space, to step into your own sovereign wisdom, particularly while the moon's in Aries, to step into your own unique power and your healing magic. So without further ado, I'm going to ask you guys now to start to turn within. So the invitation is now, if you want to turn your screens off, you can. If you want to light incense, you can. If you want to light candles, you can. If you want to have a sip of water, if you want to make an offering, whatever it is that you would like to do, now is the time to do it, as we are setting this beautiful space to journey together tonight with the illumination of the Aries moon. So taking a moment now to close down your eyes, to turn your gaze inward, to start to scan your body from head to toe, allowing an awareness to happen of any places where the breath needs to be taken that are sticky or heavy or stagnant. The invitation is to use the breath tonight as an anchor and a release. Allowing the breath to be your guide, coming back to the breath, coming back to the sound of my voice should you need it. If any emotional things come up for you tonight, breathing through them. allowing yourself to be in them, but also allowing yourself with curiosity to step back from them, allowing perspective to flow. Sometimes we need to step out of our situations in order for them to be revealed more fully. And as we gather here tonight, we acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands where I dwell, the lands where you all dwell, and all elders past, present, and emerging. We honor the land herself and all her elements, elementals, divas, and spirits. We honor the great serpent energies that flow through this beautiful landscape. We honor the serpent energy that flows with us as we unfurl deeper towards the end of this, the year of the snake. We honor our own personal guides and guardians and deities externally and internally, our ancestors. And we invite those and our other protectors to be with us tonight as we journey, allowing that to land, breathing it in. We honor tonight the beautiful full moon in Aries, the radiant golden light of Ra and Khnum, of Sekhmet and Horus and Hathor, the beautiful golden light now flowing around us as the moon floods the skies in super form, as this October moon unfurls great illumination for us in the Southern Hemisphere as we enter towards high spring and autumn in the north. At this great time of change, we set our intention towards the illumination of our strengths, our sovereign identity, our own personal power and leadership, stepping out of comparison, stepping out of judgment, stepping out of shame and blame, opening ourselves up to our own needs, drawing in this beautiful lunar energy to bathe us with golden sovereign light. Taking your awareness now down into your belly, dropping down into the base of your spine. Inviting now your roots to unfurl, to flow down through the surface beneath you, down into Mama Earth. And as we uncoil and unfurl towards the earth, we honor her and thank her for all that she is and send her love, for we never just take. We offer a reciprocation, a loving agreement to honor her too. Unfurling deeper through the surface into the rock, the primordial waters, into the great fire of the earth. Feeling ourselves anchoring and grounding now into this space of dark, moist warmth. Resting here for a moment, feeling deeply, feeling anchored and grounded as we now rise upward, up through the lower energy system, up through that beautiful fire of the solar plexus, that energy of self-worth and self-esteem, flowing up to the heart, the bridge of the heart, the bridge between the upper and lower energies, stoking the throat, the brow and the crown. Now setting filters in place to just where they need to be, filtering out anything negative, opening up tonight to the beautiful energy of the golden Aryan moon. Allowing the energies now flowing down through the crown like a golden waterfall, washing over you washing through you, rinsing away any negativity, any stagnation, any heaviness, stickiness, any custody energy, flowing over you, through you, around you, down, out through your roots, flushing you clean. Taking a moment now to see yourself as a great sponge, wringing yourself out and noting the color of the water. If the energy is still flowing muddy, inviting in more of that golden energy to flow down through you, rinsing, clearing, cleansing, resetting. Feeling the flow of that release down through your roots, down through the waters, and into the fiery furnace of the love or core of the earth. Releasing and letting go. Feeling cleansed and clear and clean now. If you have an intention that you would like to make, speaking those words now in your mind, seeing it, hearing it, feeling it, and then letting it go. Being open to the fullness of all that is possible, not being limited by your intention. Drawing the energy up of the earth now through the clear, cleansed roots up into the heart, as we draw the energy down from the cosmos, from the moon. Seeing that great golden chalice of the heart now containing that energy, allowing it to flow, seeing the colors swirl, feeling the energy building at that great cauldron of the heart as it bubbles, as you create a beautiful elixir just for you. Allowing that divine energy to build and flow. Visualizing now tipping that great chalice or cauldron, allowing that energy and that light to flow outward, filling your whole energetic system up from soul star to earth star and all in between, seeing that energy now flowing around you as we weave together this great full moon wheel. Seeing the moon around us and at the center, and seeing each of us as individual spokes as we turn this great wheel together. Our beautiful sovereign energy, each one of us as important as each other. We are all teachers, we are all students. We are all sovereign beings with our own unique magic. Allowing that to flow around you now in a great golden orb. Calling in now anyone you wish to journey with you. Perhaps it is Ra, perhaps it is Kanum or Sekhmet, perhaps it is your own guides, guardians and deities. Listening in now to any guidance for this as we prepare to journey. Feeling into the pull of energy now flowing outward as all the rest of the mundane floats away, dissolves, filters, releases. Seeing yourself now as a great ball of light. Seeing yourself being drawn upwards now towards the moon. And as you rise upward now, seeing a great plateau, a mountain forming before you. A great rocky mountain, so high. Feeling yourself drawn now to walk the path to this mountain. And as you step onto this path now, feeling the way rise up to meet you, looking down at your bare feet upon this path. Perhaps it is earthen or stone or wood or crystalline. Still allowing that energy to hold you, to meet you, feeling grounded embodied into this energy. And as you stand here now with your feet on this path, allowing your senses to come online. As we walk towards the top of this mountain now, what is it that you can see? What is forming around you coming into your field? Remembering to breathe. What is it you can hear? What is it you can smell if you were to breathe in really deeply in this moment? Perhaps it is cinnamon or jasmine or rose or something else entirely, allowing that scent to fill you. And perhaps with that scent comes memory, a remembering. Looking now at what's around you, what is it that you can touch? Perhaps it is trees or plants or rocks. Perhaps it is the fabric of your clothes, your cloak, your coat, your dress, whatever it is that you're wearing, your hair. If you were to lick your lips now, how would it taste? Perhaps salty, perhaps fruity, running your tongue around inside your mouth. Remembering to breathe. Walking forward now upon the path, being aware of your surroundings, inviting in a sense of curiosity, of observation rather than overwhelm, coming back to the breath if you need it. And as you journey further along this path and rise higher, the moon forms before you in a great orange gold orb. The moon illuminates the path before you, and as you step into the moonlight, you feel drawn forward, rising up this mountain closer and closer, closer to the top, ascending closer to the moon. And as you walk, running your fingers through the grasses, the plants, the trees, the starlight or the moonlight that is falling around you, breathing deeply and fully, witnessing, noticing, drawing ever closer to the edge of this great mountain top. And as you arrive now at the mountain, planting your feet, raising your arms, drawing down the energy of the moon, not pushing, not striving, not forcing this, just allowing the energy to flow for your level of ability and experience. If all you do is notice or witness or see color or hear sounds, that is enough. Allowing yourself in this moment to invite in the energy of your priestess, your priest, your queen, your witch, all of those archetypes and aspects of self, she, he, they. Feeling the solar energy of Aries meet the lunar energy of the moon, the dance of the masculine and feminine, the energy of spring or autumn, depending on where you dwell. And feeling perhaps in the spring energy of the southern hemisphere, the call and the pull now towards Beltane and the union of the masculine and feminine. Feeling yourself bathed in this beautiful light, noticing how it feels as it illuminates your body, all your energy bodies, reaching out to touch this moonlight. How does it feel as it flows through your fingers? Rising your face to the moon, allowing the light to stream down through your crown, through your hair. Perhaps the hair and the edges of your skin rise up to meet this moon, Allowing your sovereign self to open up the fire within you, allowing yourself to be bathed in this beautiful lunar energy. Listening in now for any messages. Listening deeply and fully to guidance as it flows. Inviting in now the energy of your guides to flow with you. And as you stand now on this great mountain, looking out at the landscape before you, and as you do, appears a great screen of your life, people, places, situations, allowing them to form before you, those that need to come. As you stand upon this mountain and bear witness, allow the moon to illuminate this landscape before you. What is it that is being shown to you now? Taking note of the things that create the biggest sensations, but allowing yourself to stay in a space of observation and curiosity as this energy forms before you. Remembering to breathe. Listening in for any messages as this scene of your life unfolds before you. Calling in the sovereign guidance of Ra now, King of Kings. And as you do so now, noticing the great golden boat is flowing towards you. Closer and closer it comes. You can see the jewels encrusted on it. You can see the hieroglyphics and other symbols and markings upon it. Upon this boat, you can see your guides, your helpers, your ancestors, your support workers. Perhaps you can see different versions of yourself upon this barge. As it arrives now against the mountain, two priestesses reach out for you and draw you now onto this great golden barge. There, seated upon the end, is Ra himself on his throne. He nods to you, taking a moment to acknowledge him, knowing that he journeys through the underworld each night and returns to birth the day. He understands the nature of cycles, of transition, allowing this boat now to take you on a journey across the sky. And as you flowing through the gates of self, passing through each gate, allowing things to be illuminated for you. As we pass gate 1, allowing what stands in your way to be illuminated. As we pass gate 2, allowing your sovereign self to be illuminated. Perhaps this rises as gifts or aspects of yourself that have been hidden who are now being shown to you. Continuing on through gate 3, allow the intention that you have set rise up to meet you at this gate. Perhaps it is still relevant, perhaps it is not. Allowing this to be illuminated. Journeying on now to the next gate. And as you arrive at this gate, allowing an object to be illuminated that will support you on your path, perhaps a flower, a jewel, a stone, a symbol, something that is there for you to support your journey. Journeying on to the next gate now. Allowing a guide here to be illuminated. Perhaps it is a person, an animal, or an aspect of self. Allowing the illumination to happen here. Flowing further across the sky. Turning back around now to the moon. As you gather in the energy of your helpers, your symbols, your guides, your aspects now, flowing back full circle to the moon. And as you arrive back at the moon now, feeling that beautiful energy of flow and intensity permeating your very being, waking you up more fully. And as you arrive here, a great mirror is presented to you. This mirror of illuminated truth is now yours to gaze into, allowing the shadows to clear from the surface. Taking a moment to gaze into this mirror, looking past the most obvious things that come up for you on the surface, like a great ripple clearing them away. What is rising up to meet you as you stare beyond? Allowing your internal wisdom to open, your intuition to open, illuminated by the moon. Knowing that I hold space for you, that your guides and guardians and ancestors hold space for you, that even Ra himself holds space. Allowing yourself a few moments here for the messages to come. Remembering to breathe. Remembering to be curious. Allowing the energy to flow. It is time now to journey back to the mountain upon your boat, making your way across the starry sky, back to the mountain top, arriving now with support to alight from the boat. And as you stand there and watch, the boat slowly sails away, continuing on its journey. Turning around now, you step into a room. And into the room, the chamber, amongst the great stone pillars is a great table. And at this table sits Khnum, the great Ram god of creation. Taking a moment to acknowledge him now, to ask him for his support to create something that you need to support your journey. remembering to breathe. Nom now gestures to a stool near his potter's wheel, and he sets down to work upon his great wheel. Kneading the clay, dampening the clay, spinning the clay, his hands forming shapes. Listening in with your senses now as he creates for you upon his great wheel something to nourish you with your forward journey. Being open and curious now to any messages that are flowing as this great creation happens for you. Seeing the images form within the clay, smelling the damp earthiness of it, the sacred oils that impregnate it, and that rest upon the anointed skin of Kanum. Watching now as he forms this great gift for you, allowing it to take shape more fully now. And finally, it is finished. He offers it to you now, taking it upon your hands, holding it, smelling it, feeling the weight or the lightness of it. Perhaps it is a shape that you are instantly familiar with. Perhaps it is something that will take a little longer. Perhaps it is something as simple as a key. And as you hold it and look closer, noticing if there are any hieroglyphs or marks or symbols upon the clay surface. Holding your gift to your heart now and feeling this gift being absorbed into your being. Drawing this sacred gift into the depths of yourself, knowing it will aid you as you move forward. Thanking Kanum now for his generosity and his time. As you reach into the pockets of your robes, finding now an offering for him, perhaps a flower, a stone, a sacred oil, offering it to him with your gratitude as he now too begins to fade away, leaving you standing now upon the top of your mountain. Standing there again and basking in the light of the moon. And as you do so now, looking at the great landscape before you that was the screen of your life, seeing it now as a great lake rippling out before you, shimmering in the golden moonlight. And as you watch a great circle of torches come to life around the lake, and the illumination of the fire and the moon flows across the lake. And as the heat and the water combine, a great energy of steam rises up from this sacred lake. Reaching out your arms now and slowly turning, allowing this steam to flow over you and through you, purifying any negativity that has arisen from this journey or this moonlight or this building energy of the moon. Feeling your energetic pores being cleansed of any toxicity and allowing the empty spaces to be filled with purification and energy, with the steam and the moon and the torchlight and the energies of Kanum and Ra, feeling yourself being made more fully, more whole. drawing this energy deep inside and allowing it to fuel you from the inside out, to activate your sovereignty, to activate your leadership, to activate your own unique identity, your worth, to dissolve any resentment, judgment, bitterness, to allow any anger to rise as sacred rage, but to be transmuted into creativity, allowing the masculine and the feminine within to rise in union. Anchoring yourself now on the mountain and allowing yourself to feel the energy of Mat flowing around you, the great goddess of justice and harmony, allowing her to dissipate any imbalances, for all acts under the law of Mat. She is divine equalizer. Breathe. Listening in now to any final messages, any final guidance or sensations. Feeling into the fueling of your self-worth, your self-esteem. Thanking the energies of all those who have journeyed with you, with us tonight. Thanking the energy of the great golden Aryan moon. And ask her to continue to work her magic through you in the days to come. Looking back down now at your feet. Trusting your feet now to take you back along your path. Feeling all the energy of the other worlds slowly dissipating. Following your feet back along the path. Back to that landscape where we began. Just noticing if there are differences in trees and plants and the path on which you walk. Looking down at your skin, at your clothes, at your hair. Noticing if anything is different. Connecting in again with your senses. Connecting in with a great sense now of gratitude and of coming home to self. Returning back to your identity, your sovereignty, your worth, your passions and creativity. Allowing your feet now to guide you back into your body, back through time and space, returning back now to your body in your room. Feeling all your dispersed energy being reclaimed, your energy and your energy alone, inviting your energy to return home to self. Landing back in your body, feeling the surface rising up to meet you, to support you, to hold you. Feeling sensations slowly returning to your fingers and toes. Wrapping your arms around yourself in a great big hug now. As you start to become aware of sounds outside the room, of sounds inside the room, of sounds inside your body, becoming aware of your heartbeat, your breath. Wrapping your arms around yourself in a great big hug, rocking if you need to, tapping if you need to, if you are feeling ungrounded, coming into child's pose and pressing your forehead against the floor, having a sip of water, picking up your journal, recording any messages. And when you are ready now, opening your eyes, stretching, shaking, tapping, anything you need to do to ensure that you are back. And when you're ready, turning back on your screen, please, so I know that you have returned. And I'm lighting now some juniper to welcome you all back with. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, beauties. Just waiting for Chelsea, Deb, and Mel to put their cameras back on so I know that you are back as well. If you can work out how to do that.
I'm back.
Okay. Was that Mel?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. All right, your screen's gone really big for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, how is everyone? I'm going to now open the chat for sharing if you would like to share. As I burn this juniper and welcome you back. So if you would like to share, please unmute yourself and share away. Who's going to go first?
I can go first if you like.
Liv.
Hey. I was gifted. I can't remember who you said who was called, but on the pottery wheel, I was yeah. Sorry, what was his name?
Kanum.
Kunum.
Yep.
I was gifted a lantern, a big yellow lantern, and I put it in my chest to give my light back.
I
The little
love
light that I've lost.
that. I love that. That's beautiful. May your light continue to flow.
Yep.
You've got such a beautiful light to share, Liv. So thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you for being here. Would anyone else like to share? Giving you all a few moments.
I'll share.
Hey, Tay.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
I went deep, bro. So it started out cartoonish, actually. I felt like I was in a 90s anime.
Okay.
It was really weird. But I was watching myself go up the mountain. I had a wolf guide, but I also had Sekhmet and Anubis there. And the mountain like opened up in the middle, and it was and I was walking along it, and there were like glyphs or whatever on the sides, and then somehow I ended up going through it and started my ascent. And when I got to the top, there was like a cavey part there, and then Ra was there, and we went on the barge, and I got given mugwort and hematite.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting combination.
Yeah. And then I went back to the cave to Kunum, and he gave me two things. And I had a very pregnant belly in the cave.
Oh, okay. What are you birthing, my love?
Yeah. So, and he gave me two things. He made like a schematic almost,
Okay.
like grounds. temple grounds, and then I rolled that up to take back down the mountain, and then he gave me a child, and I grabbed the child and I put it in me and threw the scroll over my shoulder and walked back down the mountain with the wolf. And when I went up the mountain the first time, it was cold, it was windy, I was covered in furs, and there were blackberry thorn bushes. When I went back down the mountain, everything was warm and vibrant, and there were berries, and it was green, but it was night. So it was night the entire time.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, that was my journey.
So did the child, I'm going to say actually golden child. I don't know if the child
was. It was a golden child, Jen.
It
was a golden child, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's all sorts of connotations with that, isn't it? Yeah. The golden child.
Yeah.
And the birthing, and also aspects of self.
Yeah.
And I feel like this sovereign energy is an energy to be our own golden child. You know, when you're being brought up, you feel like if you're not the golden child, you're not honored, you don't have the same worth, you don't have the same value. And many of us are black sheep, whatever. Well, so this is an invitation to be your own golden child.
Yeah. And it's interesting you say that, because when Ra took me through the gates, it was like I was this like beautiful goddessy pregnant person, you know, and then it was flashing between like the part of myself that feels really insignificant and small and weak and sickly. Like there was like the revealing of that aspect of myself.
Okay. Well, that's a beautiful deep share. Thank you.
No worries.
Keith, happy processing. Would anyone else like to share?
I'll share.
Hi, Anita.
Hello. I had a little bit of trouble with the visualization in some parts.
Okay.
It's sort of coming and going. But I did have a couple of beautiful experiences where the one at the pottery wheel, I was given a beautiful jar. And I couldn't at first see what was in the jar until towards the end. But I could see it was full of water, and towards the end, I just tipped the jar up and was just completely saturated with water.
Okay.
Completely cleansed and just washing everything.
I love that. It's always like offering a libation to yourself. I love that.
Yeah. So that was super healing.
Beautiful.
Yes, that was really beautiful. And the other thing that I thought was interesting was at the top of the mountain, when I saw the moon, I actually went into the moon and became
I love that. Yep.
Part of
and one with the moon.
Yeah. So that was really beautiful too. Yeah.
And how did that feel? Was there a sensation or anything that came up, or was it just the way it was?
It was ecstatic, I think.
Okay. That's beautiful. Yeah. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, warm, healing.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow. Yeah. It's a beautiful reminder, isn't it, for us to reconnect ourselves back to nature, back to the cycles, back to those powers that aren't just an external thing, they're an internal thing as well. This is one of the themes that I've been talking about all year, is the divine is within us as well. So there's that invitation to come back to your moon, to your own internal landscape, your own beautiful healing power and intuition and intelligence. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Would anyone else like to share? Anyone? Okay. If nobody else would like to share, then we'll start to finish up now. So I want to start by saying thank you all for being here with me tonight. And thank you to everyone who's watching. There's quite a lot of people watching later. So thank you to those of you who will be joining later. I will be posting this on my feeds as a replay. So if you want to comment or share anything underneath that, you're welcome to as well. Any altars or any other thoughts as well. On the 22nd of August, on the 22nd of October, I do know what month it is. I'm starting my final online immersion, which is just going to be 8 weeks, 1 live a week, and it will be journeying like this, but it will probably be going on more likely for an hour and a half to 2 hours. We'll have an energetic check-in, we'll do a journey, we'll have a sharing afterwards. That will also be via Google Meet, and there'll also be a private messenger group, which the live links will go into and the replays will go into, and it will be a container for sharing in between the lives. So that will be taking place on Wednesday nights. It's $222, which works out about $27 a live. So if you would like to journey with me again for 8 weeks to round out the year, we're now at the pointy end of the year. So we're now getting into that chaotic energy that is Christmas. So this is your invitation to take time for yourself once a week to reset, to stay in your energy, to share with other like-minded people. So if you're interested in that, it's on my website, it's on my Facebook under my events, it's on my Humanitics event ticketing platform as well. It will also go on my social media. I would love to journey with you if that's of interest for you. Also, if you're in person, the last thing that I have coming up for the year now is with beautiful Tay, who's on here tonight, the old bone mother. We're co-facilitating Summer Rose out at beautiful Toowoomba in the Darling Downs. And we're going to be offering a weekend of creativity and celebration. Tay is taking us through an incredible ritual rose birthing rattle workshop, which is, I'm always so excited. I've got 3 of Tay's rattles, and I did her rattle birthing workshop last time, and it's so fucking nice to get together and use your hands and create magical stuff. It's also over the Beltane weekend. And then on the Sunday, we're going to be using our rattles in ceremony. We're also going to be making a huge floral mandala. We're going to be weaving stuff. We're going to be just celebrating the juicy, beautiful, sensuous, unifying energies of Beltane. So that's the 1st and 2nd of November. If you want to come and share in person, I would love to have you there for that as well. So, and I also, if anyone wants to work with me one-to-one, of course, you can get in touch for mentoring, in-person healing or mentoring or journeying. I can offer personalized journeying services online as well. So that's my little blurb, but thank you again for being here. Please continue to feel into these energies. I actually put up a post on my socials about simple scrying activities for this full moon. So if that's of interest, go and have a look at that. And I would love to hear more about that if you want to share. In the last image on that post, there's a image of wax floating in water. Go on there and tell me what you think you can see. It's a beautiful invitation with the moon to activate your intuition, to be present with your own wisdom. Allow the moon to illuminate what that is for you. So yeah, lots and lots of things. Oh, and also my personal Facebook group community is now reopened to other people. So if you would like to join our small magical community of inspiration, then please let me know and I'll shoot you the link, or you can actually find it under groups on my Facebook page. So always looking for other like-minded, inspiring members who want to be an active part of community. So thank you. If you have any questions, if you want to share anything, please let me know. Otherwise, as soon as this replay becomes available to me, I'll share it on my socials. Obviously, Instagram, it will go in stories or the bio. Facebook, it'll go straight on the feed. Sometimes it takes a few hours to get this, so it's more than likely that it won't probably be shared now till tomorrow. But go easy with the energies. Remember, you are sovereign, powerful fucking beings, witches, priestesses, queens. Anyone else who's watching this later, priests, whatever you want your title to be, flow with your own energy. Thank you all for being here. Happy full moon. And
thank you, Jen.
I'll see you soon. You are so welcome. Bye
Thank
for
you,
now,
Jen.
everyone.
That's amazing.
Bye. You're so welcome. Bye.
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 Thanks, Jen. Bye.
Thank you, Jen.
You're
Thanks, Jen.
welcome.